Hey everyone, factoring into today's video, we're going to have a look at weather the next 5 days across the British Isles today. It's a 5-day forecast. We're going to be staying quite mild. Right, it's a little bit cooler today actually. Some cooler air has come down from the north, but I think it's going to be staying quite mild through the rest of this week. Perhaps even exceptionally record-breakingly mild on Friday, the last day of October. Very mild October it's proving to be. As we go into the weekend, I think we'll find the temperatures edging down, and actually it's going to be cooling off day by day over the weekend at the start of next week. So by the time we get through to the start of next week, we'll probably be back towards the early November average. The end of the 5-day forecast, we'll also have a quick sneak peek at a bonfire night. Now, before I get on with that, just want to mention the ads. There's links to articles sitting underneath the weather video here on my homepage at gazweathervids.com. Have a browse through widget. If there's anything that you're interested in, any article that you're interested in, just click through. You'll be able to go off and read that article. There's an ad unit down there for Discuss comment box. So have a look at those ads, and if there's anything you're interested in there, click through. You'll be able to go off to the advertiser's website. And I'm just trying out a new ad from eBay as well on some of the pages. They've invited Gazweathervids into their publisher network. So if there's any, if you want to go to eBay, if there's anything you want to do on eBay, just click through the banner here on the home page or on one or two of the other pages, and you have to go off to eBay and do that. The Amazon Christmas shop will be opening at the weekend, and I'll explain more about that as we get towards the weekend. The charts I'm using for the 5-day forecast are coming from weatheroutlook.com and also weathercentral.de. You can find a link to both of those websites on links below. So just starting off with the radar picture from the Weather Outlook, and we've got some patchy rain across southern parts of England and Wales. This is the front that's come south and introduced that cooler, fresher air. It's mainly light rain, although along the south coast it is a little bit heavier, but I think it'll be turning increasingly light even there through the course of this afternoon. Mainly dry further north. Here's today's synoptic pressure chart. We can see we're between areas of low pressure. Really, this main area of low pressure out in the Atlantic will be with us over the next couple of days. But we're more or less in a calm today with a weak cold front down across the south. So a lot of cloud for England and Wales. A much duller day than it was yesterday with these showery bits and pieces of patchy rain in the south. Brighter further north, the Scotland, Northern Ireland, parts of northern England, the sun will come out. It's chilly though in the north with temperatures in single figures, just 8-9 degrees many parts of Scotland. In the south it's still relatively mild. It's cooler than it has been, but on the south coast for instance we're still up to 15 or 16 degrees, still doing very well at 61 Fahrenheit for the end of October, but generally it does feel quite a lot cooler than we've been used to. Now overnight the front is going to turn tail and go back north again and reintroduce that warm air from the south, so I think it's going to cloud up through the course of tonight in the north. Of course it's still cloudy in the south anyway. There will be light patchy drizzle pieces of rain moving northwards, but not really amounting to too much. Scotland could get quite cold early on in the night, low enough for a ground frost. I think the temperatures will lift up actually later on in the night as that cloud pushes up from the south on this freshening southerly to southwesterly wind. Temperatures will be exceptionally mild across England and Wales tonight, just 10, 11, 12 degrees, way above average 54 Fahrenheit. But that's it, we'll be cold for a time in the north before that cloud pushes in. As we move through into Thursday, we've got the high pressure over central parts of Europe, the low pressure out in the Atlantic, and we're bringing up this very mild southerly to southwesterly push once again. I think we're going to start Thursday on quite a cloudy note really. A few drizzly bits and pieces of rain around as well, but the sun should break through down in the south and the southeast in particular. Some sunny spells will come through on Thursday afternoon, but in the northwest we'll tend to keep a lot of cloud really, and freshening winds as well out in the northwest of the country. Temperatures will be rocketing up though. If the sun comes out we could well get up to 17 or 18 degrees again in the southeast. That seems to be 60s Fahrenheit. Otherwise sort of low to mid-teens for many parts of the country, way above average, well above where we should be at the end of October. Going into the last day of October, Halloween, of course, we've got low pressure knocking on the door in the Atlantic, bringing a cold front into the west, but we've still got one more very warm day with these southerly winds. So it's going to turn cloudy and wet in the west with some outbreaks of quite heavy rain eventually for Ireland, Western Scotland, North West England, Wales and the West Country too, driven on by quite a strong southerly to southwesterly wind. For central eastern parts of the country, we'll probably start off with quite a cloud, but I think the sun will break through that cloud more on Friday, with some good sunny spells potentially developing in the southeast on Friday afternoon. Temperatures could reach 20 degrees in the southeast around London. That's 68 Fahrenheit. I'm not sure if that's a date record for the last day of October, but it will certainly be getting very, very close, even if it isn't. Out in west, it will turn a little bit cooler as that wind and rain sets in. And then overnight, Friday and Saturday, that cold front will come across the country, but many central eastern parts will probably have a dry evening, so not too bad for trick-or-treaters. In the east, it'll be wet in the west, but that cold front will come across the country overnight, Friday into Saturday, as a weakening feature. So Saturday starts with cloud and patchy rain for central and eastern parts of the country. That'll clear away through the day, and then sunny spells will follow in from the west, before more heavy rain eventually rising to Ireland and southwestern parts of England. This cold front will be lowering the temperatures. It will be the first drop in temperature over the weekend. So on Saturday we'll be looking at temperatures between around 10 and 17 degrees. 17 is still 63 Fahrenheit in the south and still above average, but cooler compared to Friday. Then overnight, Saturday into Sunday, a very active trough could come across the country, producing a lot of heavy rain, so that'll be one to keep an eye on, possibly driven on by gale force winds as well. We could start Sunday for England and Wales, in particular on a wet note, with sunshine and showers in the north and west, and that persistent rain should clear away through the course of Sunday, with sunny spells and heavy showers following along behind. We've got tightly packed isobars as we go into Sunday, so it's going to be a windy day, and it'll be cooler again, so maximum temperatures on Sunday probably between around 8 and 14 degrees. 14 is 57 Fahrenheit, and feeling colder as well in those westerly winds. And as we move through into Monday, low pressure firmly in control, centred over Scotland, bringing in this westerly wind, almost going northwesterly, so it'll be even cooler on Monday, with temperatures back to the early November average, somewhere between around, say, 7 and 13 degrees. Sunshine and showers in the north and west, but driest, brightest weather in the east. But even in the east, some showers could come through later on in the day. And certainly, as I say, it'll feel a lot cooler compared to what we've had through much of this week. Here are the charts from the Weather Outlook. See the charts in your area through the next 5 days. We've got rain in the south, otherwise mainly dry in the north, and it's a little bit cooler as well. As we move through into Thursday, the rain and cloud will push back north overnight, reintroduce that very mild air from the south. So Thursday, probably starting off with a lot of cloud, but sunny spells should break through. But I'm not sure if it'll be quite as sunny as this is suggesting, but there should be some sunny spells breaking through in the south and the east. Very, very mild. Going through to Friday, wet and windy in the north and west, but mainly dry with sunny spells in central eastern parts. Exceptionally mild, could be getting close to date records on Friday. And moving through into Saturday, the cold front come across the country overnight, Friday into Saturday, lowering the temperature somewhat, but still doing pretty good in the south and the east, with another bout of wet and windy weather coming into the west through the course of Saturday afternoon. Now as we move through into Sunday and Monday, it's basically a case of sunshine and shower, but what you notice for day by day, temperatures are lowering, so by the time we get through to Monday, we are back towards the early November average of 7 to 13 degrees. Finally, having a very quick sneak peek at Bonfire Night, and here we are. This is the chart for Bonfire Night, Friday, Wednesday the 5th of November. We've got a ridge here coming through the country, but it's within cold air, so have a look at the temperatures on the early hours of Thursday morning. So this is Friday night, this is Wednesday night into Thursday morning, and we're seeing the risk of a frost here across parts of the country. Could be a chilly bonfire night this year. You may have to wrap up warm and perhaps have some soup or baked potatoes, something like that, if you're going to bonfire night parties. So it could be a little bit more seasonable in terms of how it feels this year for bonfire night. But coming back to the next 5 days, and it looks as though it's going to be starting off on a very warm note, exceptionally mild again up to Friday, then becoming cooler over weekend and start of next week, and turning unsettled as well, with bouts of rain coming through at times. That's it for now. Thanks for watching.